Tired of your hard-earned income going to Uncle Sam? Tax-Free LLC guarantees to help you reduce or eliminate your taxes and increase your refund. Or your preparation fee is free. Our team of tax experts will scour your records to find every exclusion, deduction, and credit. Our former IRS employees help write the rules and offer unprecedented insight on how to avoid paying taxes. Our financial experts and IRS insiders will advise you on ways to reduce or eliminate future taxes. We provide audit defense services on a contingency fee basis for all returns we prepare. No checking account? No problem. Tax-Free LLC can act as your banker by receiving your refund and then issuing you a Visa gift card for the amount. Call in the next 30 minutes and get our special TV offer. 1040EZ, $50. 1040AS, $75. Full 1040s, $150. Call now. Use code TVFREE. Okay, guys, you got to love that cheesy commercial we just saw, right? So, are there any ethical issues with the advertisement? Obviously, Circular 230 regulates tax professionals on advertising, nothing false, misleading, deceptive. So, just to quickly review, if you got something like this in a simulation, we got to just go through and make sure, is there anything false, misleading? Would it be appropriate or inappropriate? So, the first one we had is, tired of your hard-earned money going to Uncle Sam? Yes, I am. I got nothing wrong with that statement. It is definitely true. But then it goes on to say tax-free LLC guarantees to help you reduce or eliminate your taxes. That would be considered false, misleading, deceptive. We don't like that word guarantee. The only guarantee is death and taxes. Anything else we got problems with. So no good. That would be a violation. Okay, guys, now let's take a look at this next slide and see if we can find any problems. So what do we have here? They tell us, our team of tax experts. Okay, assuming that they have the proper education and experience, may not be an issue so long as that is truthful and not misleading. They're going to scour your records to find every exclusion, deduction, and credit. Anything false or misleading? Probably not. Assuming that they do in fact do their due diligence and they do what they say they're going to do, we have no issue with that. That's basically a best practice as well, so no problem. How about the next statement? Our former IRS employees. As soon as I see that you're advertising former IRS employees, the first thing we got to remember is that's a conflict of interest. So we don't want to ever imply that because they used to work for the government and now they're working in private practice that they have like inside information, as you'll see in a second, or they can get a better result because they have friends over there, nothing like that. But here they tell us the former IRS employee, they helped write the rules. So we've got an issue with that. So remember, when they help write the rules, you got a conflict of interest. They have official responsibility. As a general rule of thumb, that's a violation. There's a 1-year sit-out period. Do you remember if while working for the government, you personally and substantially represented the IRS, then you go into private practice? You can never switch sides and go from representing the government to representing that individual taxpayer. If you didn't personally and substantially participate in that matter while working for the government, but you had the quote-unquote official responsibility, then it would be a 2-year sit-out. If you participate in the development of a rule, you help write the rules, general rule of thumb, 1-year sit-out. So I'm thinking this more likely than not, that's probably going to be a violation. Okay, let's take a look at the next slide. Alrighty, along the same lines, our financial experts, again, we want to make sure, in fact, what qualifies you as a financial expert, but I'm definitely not liking the word insiders here. IRS insiders will advise you on ways to reduce or eliminate your future taxes, again, giving the false impression that they have inside information, okay? So I don't like the fact that they're saying IRS insiders. So you used to work for the IRS, you can advertise that fact that you have people on your payroll who used to work. If that's factually correct, you can give out that information. But then don't take the additional step to imply that you're going to get a better result or save money because they have information that others do not. Okay, so I'm thinking that's part of that violation there. The next one was we provide audit defense services, contingency fee basis. Okay, we know as a general rule, you're not allowed to provide services. Your fees cannot be a contingent fee unless, in this case, if there's an audit, an IRS audit, then can you charge a fee on a contingency fee basis? Yes. So that's an exception to the general rule. Generally, contingency fees are not allowed. This is actually an exception to one of those rules, okay? See what we got next. No checking account, no problem. We can act as your banker by receiving your refund. Well, we already know no endorsing, no negotiating your client's refund checks. So if you want to front them the money, that's fine. But when they get the check, they have to cash that check and then they could give you your money back. You can loan people money because that's basically what it would be. But you're not allowed to endorse or negotiate a client's refund check. So that's going to be a violation, no doubt. Call in the next 30 minutes to get our special TV offer. You know the deal with when you advertise a fee, you have to honor that published fee for 30 days. So this is saying if you call in the next 30 minutes, implying that they're going to only honor these prices that they're advertising if you call within the next 30 minutes. When you publish a fee, radio, television, newspaper ad, whatever it may be, you have to honor that for 30 days. So this is going to be a violation. All right, not so bad. Let's take now a look at a little bit more of a detailed simulation.